Besir, welcome. Good to see you. You're getting a round of applause. You seem to have got, Besir, quite a lot of support since you've been here. Have you felt the support?
Yeah. Since I'm here, I feel very much support. I'm very surprised. Everywhere where I go, they treat me very well, and me and my team are very happy, and we are very thankful for this opportunity. And thank you also, No Limit, and I will give my best at Wednesday.
You told me the other day people are saying that they want you to win this fight. What are they saying to you about your opponent, Michael Zerafa?
I don't know why. I met him in a supermarket. He was nice to me. I don't have reason for trash talk. Some people want to see trash talk. I can't. He does nothing to me. So why I have to do trash talk? We'll see in the ring. It's sport, you know. We'll see in the ring. If he's better, he should win. If I'm better, I will win. And yeah, that's not like war. That's a sport.
Okay, thank you, Besir. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
And that'll take us to Michael Zerafa, 32-5 as a pro with 20 stoppages. Michael, always good to see you. Seems a nice guy, Besir, doesn't he?
Yeah, look, he's a gentleman. You know, him and his team got nothing but respect for them. You know, he's coming to take what I believe is rightfully mine. But like you said, may the best man win on the night. But I'm going there to make a statement. And like you said, I've been quiet leading into this fight.
You've been very quiet. Why have you been so quiet, Michael?
Yeah, look, you know, I've just been focusing more on the boxing and the training and getting the mind right. And, you know, I feel 1,000 times better and I feel super strong physically, mentally, emotionally. And it will come Wednesday night.
What does this fight mean to you? Clearly, the co-main event on a big show like this, you've done your deal with No Limit. Where to from here should you get past Besir?
Look, you know, I'm not looking past anybody. Obviously, I take one fight at a time. But, you know, if all goes well and I get through Besir on Wednesday, you know, there's potential fights with, I mean, me and Tim. I mean, Glenn's here. We've got unfinished business. And there's also Keith Thurman. You know, Tim doesn't want to fight me and Tim doesn't want to fight Keith. So it makes more of a reason for me and Keith to fight if he gets through Brock Jarvis.
Is it not the situation that the main event fighter is meant to fight against Tim next? Is that not your understanding?
Well, Tim, I know, Tim, everyone thinks that everyone runs from Tim. Tim just got this thing in his head that he thinks that everyone runs from him, but I definitely haven't. Keith definitely hasn't. I mean, Charlo definitely didn't. All these fighters didn't run from him. You know, we're talking about absolute killers overseas and in Keith as well, you know. And Tim believes that everyone runs from him. So if I'm here, I'm ready to fight for him. And if Keith wants to fight, doesn't want to fight both of us, well, then me and Keith can get it on.
There you go. So what about the main event? Who do you think does win this fight between Keith Thurman and the man alongside you, Brock Jarvis?
Look, you know, even though Brock had a little bit of stuff to say to me on social media, it is what it is. But, you know, credit to him for stepping up and fighting a guy like Keith. Keith, I'm a big fan of Keith. You know, he's an animal. You know, look at his resume. And if you look at resumes, you'd back Keith 99% of the time. But, I mean, you know, youth, he's hungry. You know, he's coming up and fighting with the big boys in a bigger division. But, I mean, it's a good fight. It can go either way. You know, does the gatekeeper keep holding on and protecting what's rightfully his, or does the youth, the young up-and-comer, come up and steal the show? It's a tough one, but I'm just excited to be a part of the show and yeah, like I said, go out there and do what I've got to do against my opponent, and yeah, get the win.
Bit of chaos last time we had you in Sydney, of course. What happens this time around with Team Zerafa in Sydney in a fight?
Yeah, look, you know, what happened last time shouldn't have happened. I mean, you know, I love my brother and respect to my brother. He just did what any brother would have done, and unfortunately, it should not have happened. You know, I'm just glad that no one got obviously injured or hurt, and you know, shout out to obviously Tommy Brown and McCurry for that. You know, it was bad on my behalf, and I take ownership in that. But yeah, like I said, we put it behind us. We move forward. Obviously, hopefully that never happens ever again. It doesn't look good for the sport. It doesn't look good for myself. But like I said, my brother just had my back as anyone else's brother would do. And like I said, if it was reversed, they would have done the exact same thing. So it is what it is. Like I said, I put it behind me. I'm just ready to go out there, put on a show. I've trained, I've done all the hard yard. I had Nonito Donaire down in my corner, pushing me to the absolute limits. I've had great sparring. I'm super ready, man. Like I said, the best Zerafa is yet to come. And I think you're going to see it Wednesday. The patience, the mindset, the maturity, everything's ready to come.
Fantastic. That is former world title challenger Michael Zerafa, who'll be part of this co-main event against Besir. And that'll take us along to the main event of the evening. It's a former two-time champion of the world in Keith Thurman from the United States, and this man, Brock Jarvis, who brings a record of 22-1 with 20 stoppages, and on Wednesday night has a massive opportunity to leap to the top of the boxing world. Brock, great to see you. good to have you here ahead of a monster opportunity for you. How's the build-up to this been for you? Because I'm sure it's unlike anything that you've ever seen before against someone like Keith Thurman.
Yeah, so what you're going to hear now from the other side of this table is a lot of shit talking. So just be prepared for that. The way this fight's going to go is Keith's an old man now. He's not the same as what he used to be. He thinks he's the same, but he's not. Okay, he's coming off some big injuries, and he's going to really struggle getting back in there. So I'm going to hit him, and I am going to hurt him, and it's going to be interesting to see how he reacts to it.
Well, they have fighting words to kick us off. Keith, I'll just get you to respond straight up because Brock Jarvis has clearly come here with something to say.
Look, there's been a lot of great build-up to this fight. That little Bondi Beach fellow over there is just a little muscle-bound bitch boy. At the end of the day, he ain't never seen nothing like this. I could be 46 years old, I still whoop his ass. I could be 56 years old, I still whoop his ass. At the end of the day, man, I came here to get back into the beautiful sport of boxing that I've loved, that I've dedicated my whole life to since I was 7 years old. And it's just an honor, a blessing to be here, to travel the world, to showcase my skills and talent live on this beautiful card, under this beautiful platform, in this beautiful city of Sydney. I'm looking forward to being at the Horden Pavilion, having all the fight fans come out. We got an electric card, we have an electric night, and we're gonna have a tremendous main event here with your man, Keith One-Time Thurman, just showcasing my skills and talent live in action. Like they've been saying, a Hall of Famer. You know, they think I'm a mystical creature. They're wondering why I'm still here. But when I bring that hot fire, you're gonna know what it's all about, man.
Are you ready for that hot fire, Brock?
Well, I'm certainly ready. I was looking at him the other day. He doesn't look ready to me at all. Looked like he was involved in a yoga class or something like that. I don't know. So I'm bringing the heat. I'm the one that's going to bring the heat. I'm coming in for the knockout. I'm not going to miss. I'm going to hit him and I'm going to hurt him. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know how he's going to react at his age anymore.
Do you think that he and his team are underestimating the threat that you present, Brock?
I certainly do. I think they've totally underestimated me. So, you know, I'm coming in for the kill.
What would you say to your fans who have been watching this build-up, who've been listening to what Keith has been saying, have been seeing your reactions? What do you say to the Brock Jarvis army who'll be there at the Horden on Wednesday night?
Look, I've got a lot of boys coming. It's going to be a great night at the Horden Pavilion, March 12th. What can I say? You know, it's going to be exciting, and I'm coming in for an aggressive stoppage.
Keith, clearly Brock thinks that you're underestimating him. Do you think this is an easy night for you?
I mean, he moves like a cardboard box on wheels, man. A fucking Tetris board in action. He's square as fuck. The boy's got no head movement. I mean, two-time world champion, man. At the end of the day, I've seen this time and time and time again. You know, I'm not trying to underestimate him. I'm trying to analyze the opponent that they happen to put in front of me. It's not my fault that he's square, that he just comes in, got no head movement, and he just believes that he's gonna drop bombs on an old man and that I'm gonna crumble. Look,
I'm going to drop bombs, I'm not going to miss, and I'm going to punch a hole in your head. That's
all you're gonna do is miss.
I'm going to punch a hole in your head.
All you're gonna do is miss.
Keith, I'm going to hit you, and I'm going to hurt you. Just remember that. Just know that. I'm going to hit you, I'm going to hurt you.
I'm shaking.
You're not
I'm
the same
shaking,
anymore.
Brock, I'm shaking. I'm so fucking scared.
I swear, I'm
Please,
going to knock
please,
you out.
no, please. Put it in the contract. Don't let Brock hurt me. Please, can we do it? Can we do it today? Just don't let Brock hurt the old man, please.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's great. I'm serious. I'm coming in to hurt you.
That's nice. I love the intentions. But a lot of people have what's called a wrong view in life. They blown your head
That's
up.
you,
Your
my
trainer
friend.
fucking left you
that's
because you
my
don't know how
friend.
to fucking listen, Brock. You can't
Yeah.
listen to an old man that was training you who was already world champion, and you can't hear the words that this champion is telling you today. You might do great things, but not on Wednesday night. Bet.
Wednesday night is going to be a bad night
Bet.
to be Keith Thurman. That's what it's going to be. I'm going to do some serious damage.
Just like Liam, baby, you've fallen short.
I'm going to send you into
Just like
retirement.
Liam, baby,
I'm going to send you
you've
into
fallen
retirement,
short.
and he can go back to commentating.
Get past the
That's what he
first
can
round,
do.
please. Please, please, Brock.
You can go back to commentary.
For me,
that's
for
what you're
you,
trying to set up
for
here,
everybody
so
buying the
that's what you can do.
pay-per-view fans, please just chant, Brock, get past the first round. Brock, get past the first round. Don't go down. in the first round. Please, Brock. Can you do that for us?
You can retire after this fight, a two-time world champion. It's not that bad. You know, it'll be all right.
Can you get past the first round, Brock, please? Please get past the first round.
Once I get past the first round, I swear I'm going to punch a hole in your head. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to punch a hole in your head.
All right, Tetris Master, whatever you say, man. Whatever you say.
Keith, what's your understanding of what happens from here? Assuming things go how you say that they will and you beat Brock Jarvis on Wednesday night, is it Tim Tszyu next for you?
You know, obviously, No Limit Promotion has everything that they need to make that fight happen. This fight for me is my comeback fight, to reestablish myself in the beautiful sport of boxing, to let the fight fans see who is this old 36-year-old Thurman. What can he do? We know what he's done. What can he do? Well, it's all gonna happen right now after I fuck up you, all right? So the world will see what Thurman brings to the table, and from there, you know, I'll just be waiting for the next contract. If it happens to have Tim Tszyu's name on the other side, I'll be happy to sign it. I've already signed a contract against Tim Tszyu once. It was an unfortunate event. We didn't get to make that manifest. Maybe this is the year, but at the end of the day,
you're not going to be coming back here after this fight.
Opponent.
You come in here once. It's a one-time thing. You come in here, you're going to lose, and you're going to be sent home. That's it. You won't be coming back again.
One time's been champion, 2 times. You've been knocked the fuck out.
One time you come here,
on,
one
man.
time you go home. That's
Come on, man. I've been dropped. I get up and I put hands on Manny Pacquiao.
You're a long way from home here. You're a long way from home.
Speaking of which, shout out to my wife, shout out to my kids. Today is a beautiful day, not just in the sport of boxing, but for me and my life. My little girl turned 2 years old today. Can I get a round of applause for my baby girl? Brock, you don't understand what it means to really be the provider of your tribe. You don't understand what it means to come from the hustle and the grind and to make sure that you are the reason why your family eats. You ain't nothing but an appetizer, boy. I'ma clean the plate early. Easy work.
Final words from you, Brock?
Like I said before, March 12th, be there. It's going to be a bad night to beat Keith Thurman.
And Keith, you want to finish this off?
Get your tickets, get the pay-per-view, buy some beer, and enjoy a terrific night of No Limit Boxing live here in Sydney. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. Indeed, we're going to face them off now, our 2 main event fighters. George, can you get into position there? I don't know if you want Michael to help you as well, but if you could just take your position there against the signage, because we'll now face them off, these 2 main event fighters. The former 2-time world champion from the United States in Keith Thurman, and Australia's rising star, the knockout artist that is Brock Jarvis. Two main event fighters. You got Keith Thurman and Brock Jarvis. Thanks so much for joining us at the press conference. We'll see you at the weigh-in tomorrow. I'm Ben Damon. I'll see you at the fights.